So that's it. Then thanks again for watching our webinar. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully you've learned a lot. And yeah, we could introduce you our solutions and our machines and our concepts. I think we still have some questions left in the chat, right, Mark? Yeah, I see some questions. There's one question from Panaglotis, which is saying Panaglotis is asking, do you have a sheet that states for a particular process what is the minimum cross angle allowed? Also, how you measure that cross angle?
Yeah, I'd like to answer this question. Basically, we need a minimum cross angle of 3 degrees for the honing process. This is every time given, excuse me, is every time given from the part geometry. So that means we have to investigate in a design department if we can reach, in critical cases, the 3 degrees. And measurement between the cross angle, this is just the swiveling angle of the tool. So in 0 position, we have no cross angle and all axes, tool axis and workpiece axle are parallel. And then we swivel the honing tool. And this swiveling angle is exactly the cross angle what we are talking about in a honing process.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Hopefully this is answering the question. What else? I think there's another interesting question. So regarding the ring gear, we have talked about 2 different hardening processes, right? So
Yes.
case hardening and nitriding. And I think there was a kind of question. So yeah, which process we would recommend? So the case hardening or the nitriding process?
This is a good question, and first of all, we cannot recommend. Yeah, this is not part of our business. We know the influence, and I think we had mentioned in the presentation both has advantages, and disadvantages, and this is finally to decide according to the existing or to the planned production line what you have, and this give you the direction where you want to go. If you accept higher costs in soft machining, uh, the night riding is in perspective of the hard machining for sure more recommendable, and less processes finally are less reasons or possibilities for mistakes, failures. So it's not a recommendation. This is just an experience what we have.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so it's like it depends, right? It really
Yeah,
depends on the
absolutely. And
situation. Yeah.
it's not fair to recommend one thing. So we have experience, and this is what we can share.
Okay, cool. What else? I think the question from Travis. Did you answer the question from Travis? What are the stock removal for internal gear honing?
Yeah. I
That's
answered
right.
this question for sure. Each workpiece has a own, let me say, character, and you cannot basically say it is exactly this. So I answered we are between 30 to 40 microns per lead, but we know also in processes where we means our customers together with us could optimize soft machining. There we could reduce down to 25 microns, but this takes a while after the process is running, and also a certain number of work pieces to get the right adjustments at all machines. And optimized, you can go down lower than 30 microns.
Okay. Oh, there's a new question coming up. For external gears, is the cross angle different for skiving in green condition and the finishing process?
Yeah, I have to understand this question right.
Mm,
Um, First of all, external or internal gear there is no rule for the cross angle. As I said before, this is given from the part geometry, and we cannot give a basically answer for that. Yeah, the difference is given for between the processes. Skiving requires, or let me say, optimum for skiving is a cross angle around 20 degrees, and this is what we try to reach. Everything else is more or less compromise in lifetime of the tool. Yeah, that's what we can say to this question.
Okay. What else? So I think we have still 1 or 2 minutes left, right? There might be another, I think, quite interesting questions for the whole concept. So we've talked about soft and hard machining, right? And I think it's interesting to know if we can, provide the complete solution, like the adjustment of required stock removal and those kind of things.
Okay. What's behind this question, as I understood, is if we can provide the complete solution for the gear geometry from the soft machining to hard machining, means from the first to the last step. Yeah, this is an advantage. We have everything in our hand. That means we can provide soft machining as process, and also the necessary design work. And every time we can consider this, what is necessary for the hard machining. For example, if the honing process requires protuberance, and we can design and recommend the optimized process and tool design also for the skiving process, where we produce exactly this protuberance which is necessary in the hard machining.
Okay.
I think this is an answer for this question.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So I think there are no more questions left that I can see so far. Yeah. Anything
Yeah.
else to add, Mark, from your side?
Uh,
Oh, stop. There is one new question coming in from Mr. Katani. In the power honing, we talked about dry processing with a high pressure nozzle. What is it in particular, and how much
uh,
does this influence dressing?
Okay, then, Andreas, we have to look in our presentation, because I cannot remember that we talk about dry process at power honing.
Yeah.
The dry process is not
Okay.
available for power honing. Power honing is the same as grinding
Always
process,
a
and
wet
not
process. Yeah.
working as a dry process. It's every time a wet process. And yes, we need the high pressure nozzle to clean the stone. We are using higher pressure in the coolant system. That's true, but it's never a dry process.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Good. Very nice. So
Yeah,
any more questions from the audience, which might be still in the chat or in the webinar?
no, it's,
No, nothing
so
coming in.
but if nothing coming in, and I think we should mention for everybody, um, you can look through this webinar session also in the future. And there was also a question regarding handouts. This is also available on demand, and they're coming up some more questions, and you will have our contacts, and then you can every time come to us. We are happy to answer your questions. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the webinar will be online for the next 2 weeks. For anybody who would like to look up again or to look again at some special parts of the web session, so it's possible for the next 2 weeks. And as Mark said, yeah, we are more than happy to answer your individual questions, RFQs, project-related questions, and so on. Okay, then, yeah, thanks a lot for being here, for watching the webinar, and yeah, it has been a big pleasure for me and Mark, of course, as well.
Yes, thank you also from my side, and looking forward to get some questions from you. And for all in the round, stay healthy and have a good time.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.